What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Off Scouring. So I wanted to do a video real quick because, first of all, I changed the name of the channel from, it began with the Off Scouring, then I changed it to Off Scour Ministries, back to the Off Scouring, and I'm sticking with the Off Scouring because I don't want to go with ministries just yet until we are established as a ministry. So as of right now, we're just gonna stick with the Off Scouring. And I wanted to do this video real quick to say this. Do not ever let anybody discourage you in your relationship with God. I don't care if you have ear piercings. I don't care if you have tattoos. I don't care how you dress. I don't care how you talk. Never, ever let another person discourage your relationship with God. You know if you have a relationship with God. That's between you and God. You know, the fact that people are still judging other people by outside appearance is sick. But it's a fact. And it's a fact that it's always going to happen. It's a fact it's always going to happen. It's a fact that this world is not getting better. People think that things are getting better. You think that things are going to get better? No, they're not meant to. We see this in the Bible. Things are not going to get better. Things are going to get worse. A lot worse. Look at everything that's going on in the world right now. Look at freaking Lil Nas X lap dancing on Satan. Lil Nas X giving Satan a lap dance in his video made me want to throw up. And then they got these commercials with Satan for this dating app. And they got Satan and people are laughing at it. They was on the Today Show like, oh, that's great. So fake. So fake. It makes me sick. But that's the reality of it, man. This world is Satan's playground. Everything you see on TV, things with the Illuminati, this and that, and then you got people teaching kids that it's okay to be transgender. Back in the day, if a little boy was playing with his sister's lipstick or something, or playing with one of her skirts or whatever, it was innocent. It was innocent. It was whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yo, take that off. Stop playing around. You're a boy. Nowadays, parents catch their kids doing that, their little boy doing that. What do? Oh, baby, it's okay. You're different. And then we got little kids, transgender, little babies, man. And we're normalizing this. So nowadays, it's okay. Things like this, you know, it's just sick, man. It's sick because people are afraid to speak out about it. People are afraid to be off scours. People are afraid to be separate from the world. So they got to go with the flow. If everybody else is doing it, I got to do it too, because I don't want to stand out and I don't want people lashing me for this. That's how sad and that's how cowardice some people are, man. That's what they were speaking about in the Bible, the cowardly, and that's what it is. It's just going with the flow of the world and being afraid to speak out, being afraid to be an off scour. Those are the things going on in the world right now, and it's disgusting. It is so disgusting, man. It literally makes me sick to my stomach, seeing all these things going on. And everybody just thinking it's funny. Everybody just thinking that things are getting better. It's okay. People are, nah, man. Not by any means whatsoever. So Somebody had commented on this channel under one of my videos, and this is what they told me. They said maybe people would take you serious if you took your piercings out, if you spoke different. And he said something else. I don't think he mentioned my tattoos, but you can kind of tell, he was in that direction. You got tattoos, you got piercings, you talk a certain way so nobody takes you serious. I'm so glad you mentioned that. You have no idea. You got the right one. You got the right one. I was in prison. I was in jail. I've been in jail and I've been in prison a couple times. Now, when I was in prison, I was a little bit younger. I was reckless. I was stupid. I was hooked on drugs. And we'll talk about that in a different video about drugs. And I'll share a little bit more of my testimony with you guys about what I've been through in my personal relationship with God and how I got there, because we still haven't really fully established that. And I want to be able to do that. I want you guys to know exactly how I got to the point I am right now. So when I was in prison and I was just about to get out, I was a couple months from getting out, and I did 2 years mandatory. There was a church that came in from the outside, and I think their name was Kairos. Kairos, I believe it was Kiros. I could be wrong. They came in from the outside and they had this thing. It was a weekend retreat. So basically, you would go to the chapel in the morning. They had all kinds of, they brought us in treats. They brought us in food. And we had they had sermons, and we would like have some games. I don't want to say games, but like they did things, man. It was just fun. And it was all day. We'd go back to our dorms at night next morning, and it was the whole weekend. So they put me as leader of our table. Okay, I didn't ask for that. They put me as the leader, right? So we had to draw something, and we had to speak about the drawing and basically what it represented, and they chose me to speak. I'm not good with public speaking. I'm not. And, I get nervous, but they chose me. So I'm kind of like, okay, man. All right, I can do this. I know what I want to say. I'm going to do it. So we get up there. We got the drawing, and people laughed at first when I came up and I said my name, because I got a deep voice, man. People laugh when they first hear me, but when they actually start to hear me talk, they start to respect me. So I'm talking about the speaking and whatever, and I remember I was speaking about the nails in Jesus' hands for everything that we touch that we shouldn't touch, and the nails in his feet for everywhere that we walk that we wasn't supposed to walk, and a crown of thorns on his head for everything that we think that we shouldn't be thinking. And I started to go along with that, and I started speaking, and when I was done, every single person in that auditorium stood up and applauded me. Every single person. So don't ever think to come to my channel and tell me that I don't have no room to talk about God or spread him or spread my relationship with him or share him with other people, and say that I ain't got no room to do it because I got piercings, tattoos, and I talk a certain way. Just because I don't appeal to you personally doesn't mean I don't appeal to other people, and doesn't mean I can't help other people. So don't you dare for a second think you can just come to my channel and tell me about myself and I'm not worthy. God said I was worthy. I don't need you to tell me that. I don't need nobody to tell me that. God gave me this position. God gave me a voice, and I'm using my voice. That's all there is to it. And one thing I can't stand is somebody or people who call themselves Christians who try to discourage other Christians while you should be out there saving souls. You're discouraging your own people. And you got the nerve to call yourself a Christian. Well, I've been a Christian for 40 years. Have you? Well, let me shut up. Go on. You've been a Christian for 40 years, and that's how you speak to people? Really? That don't fly with me. That makes me sick to my stomach. That makes me sick to my stomach knowing that you've been a Christian that whole time, and that's how you speak to people. You discourage them. God does not care one bit about these piercings. He doesn't care one bit about these tattoos. You know what he cares about? My heart. That's what he cares about. So I'm a little concerned as to what your relationship is with God, or if you even have one. Because I don't care how long you say you've been a Christian. That doesn't mean nothing at all. I was on fire for God. When I first really established my relationship with him, I was on fire. And yeah, as time goes on, that fire can dim out. And we can go through things, we could backslide, we could slip, and I've been through it myself. Man. And no, I'm not exactly where I was in the beginning. And it can be hard to try to get back sometimes, man. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself in God. All right? Sometimes you have to encourage yourself in God. Remember that. But when he commented that, and I told him about himself, you know what he did? He deleted every single comment. You know why he deleted it? Because he knew he was wrong. Nobody is going to delete their comments if they thought that it held water. Nobody's going to do that. I didn't delete none of mine because I knew what I was saying and I knew what I was doing. Just like I know what I'm doing right now. Don't ever, man. There's going to be fake Christians. To everything real, there's a counterfeit. There's going to be fake Christians. People who claim to have a relationship with God, but they really don't. People who are holier than thou. It's going to be people like that. Expect it. But know the Bible, know God, know your relationship, and stand firm on that. Stand firm on it. Don't ever let nobody sway you, man. God gave me this voice. And when they gave me that standing ovation, I felt good about myself, and I felt good because I knew what I was saying was what God wanted me to say and not what I wanted to say. But I felt God moving through me. I felt him. I felt the Holy Spirit moving through me. And there's nothing in this world more powerful than when God speaks through you. Nothing. There will never be a drug that can compare to it. There will never be a drug that can give you the kind of peace that God can give you. Peace of mind. That when somebody says something to you, you know it doesn't bother you because you know what you have is real. And I was speaking a little bit loud into the mic and I apologize. But I can't stand fake people. I can't stand fake Christians. I can't stand fake people, period. Some guy came up to me at the end of that retreat. And he just looked at me and he said, everything you said this weekend, because I spoke a couple times, and he said, everything you said this weekend really helped me, man. It really helped me. And I was just like, you know what I mean? One person, man. Like, now, they gave me a standing ovation and everybody was moved by what I said, man. But just for that one person to come up to me, and that's what it's about, man. Even if I only reached one person, I still did that. I reached that one person and I did my job. So This is my channel. This is the Off Scouring. You're more than welcome to be here. You're more than welcome to come and see for yourself. You're more than welcome to join this. And yeah, this is like a ministry, but like I said, until we're actually established as a ministry, I'm going to continue to go by the Off Scouring. We are the Off Scouring. We are that people. We are set aside and set apart from the world. We are made holy, not by what we do, not by our actions, because there's nothing we could ever do, but because God made us that way. Because God says so. And that's what it's about. Yo, if you don't know what direction to go in, just stick around. Maybe you'll find it. Hopefully you'll find it. And if you're anything like me, you're welcome here, man. Anybody is welcome here. If you was ever afraid to go to church for whatever reason, man, and this is what this is, man. This is what we are going to have. This is church. Right here. Right now. That's what this is, man. God put me in position. God didn't really call me to preach or do it, but I feel like God did call me to teach. And this is teaching right here. This is me teaching. So, my apologies for delayed videos, but I think that's enough of the delays, right? Let's get into it and let's really do this. I love y'all, man. I don't have no ill will towards anybody, but if you come to my channel and you try to down me and you try to disrespect me, then I'm gonna let you know about yourself. And I'm gonna do it in a loving way. It may sound like tough love, but you're gonna know. And you're gonna just wind up deleting your comments because you feel dumb about what you said about me. As we get older, we should get wiser, not more foolish. We was foolish as kids. But when I was a child, I spoke as a child. I thought as a child, and I understood as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Much love.